Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mark Hayes. The Dallas Cowboys had the number 16 pick in the NFL draft, and they decided they did not need a quarterback, so they passed on Johnny Manziel. Instead, they used the pick to beef up their offensive line. So Johnny Football's not coming to North Texas. Instead, he's headed farther north. Manziel had to wait for the 22nd pick in the draft, and that's when the Cleveland Browns picked him up. He says he's ready for the NFL spotlight.
I'm used to that. That's been my life for a while now. So for me, the spotlight, expectations, everything that comes along with that, I was used to that at A&M, and I think that directly helps me in what I'm getting into moving forward.
Johnny Manziel comes from Texas A&M, where he played only 2 seasons. He won the Heisman Trophy his freshman year. Will it be Virgin or Southwest? Those 2 airlines have been pushing hard to get access to 2 gates at Love Field. American Airlines had to give up the gates as part of its merger with U.S. Airways. Today, Dallas City Manager A.C. Gonzalez is expected to announce which airline gets the gates. Some media outlets are quoting sources as saying the gates will go to Virgin, but so far, there's no official word from the city. If you know someone who's headed south of downtown Dallas, there's a good chance they're going to be late getting home. Take a look at this text.cam. This is the split between I-45 southbound and US 175. All the southbound lanes are shut down because of an accident. There may be hazardous materials involved, and we're told the freeway could be closed for several hours. Even though the crash is on 175, traffic is backing up on I-45 southbound all the way back to downtown. A triple shooting in Fort Worth last night left 2 people dead and 1 in the hospital. Police say when they got there, they found the 2 victims in the parking lot at the Miramont Apartments on Las Vegas Trail. They were both pronounced dead at the scene. Police say one was a 17-year-old boy. A 3rd victim got to the hospital on his own. So far, police are not saying anything about who shot the victims or why. We have an Amber Alert for you now. Police in Stephenville are asking for help to find a kidnapped child. They're looking for this 2-month-old girl, Adelie Grace Christensen. She was last seen wearing a dark blue onesie with red and white stars, and she had a red bow in her hair. They say a woman took her from her car in her family's driveway on Kite Avenue this morning. The suspect is described as a woman in her late 30s or early 40s. Well, no doubt you already know we've had a lot of earthquakes here in North Texas over the past few months, but just how many? Not a few, not even a few dozen, but hundreds of them. It's now been 100 years since you could leave the driving to Greyhound. Today, the Dallas-based company threw itself a party. All right, a movie based on a real live murder in East Texas, but the killer and the movie director are reuniting to keep the story going. And later, it's a thriller and a mystery when the birds start attacking near Houston. You're watching Nightcap, a different kind of news. Welcome back. A convicted murderer made famous by a Hollywood movie is getting out of prison while courts consider an appeal. But the East Texans' release comes with an unusual condition. That cute little deer you see in the park probably wants to get away from you as quickly as possible, but they could hold a secret to healing for humans. And if someone's a big old nag in your life, now you've got good reason to ask them to stop, and it could be a matter of life and death. You're watching Nightcap. It's a different kind of news. Big story DFW. Dallas police are looking for the man who held up a dollar store in Oak Cliff. It happened Monday morning on Fort Worth Avenue, and it might not be the first time the same guy has held up that store. If you recognize him, please call Dallas police. Big story USA. If you've got a Ford Escape, listen up. Ford is recalling nearly 700,000 of them. They're all 2013 or 2014 models. Some of them have a software problem that could keep the side airbags from inflating in a rollover crash. Others have a problem that could let the doors open while the vehicles are in motion. If your car is affected, Ford will contact you. Big story Texas. When a South Texas girl graduates this month, she'll be the only one to walk across the stage. Charlie Gerleski is the only graduating senior in the London School District near Corpus Christi, and technically she's a junior since her high school only goes to the 11th grade, but she's taken enough online courses to graduate at the age of 16. In health news now, working out for shorter sessions but more often may be the key to keeping your blood sugar in check. A new study shows short bouts of intense workouts throughout the day is better than one long daily workout. Think of exercise the same way you think of food and break it up into snack-sized sessions rather than one big marathon. Researchers add that intense activity, especially before meals, may be the key to kicking the body's fat and sugar-burning mechanisms into functioning at their capacity. Eating more fruits and veggies may reduce the risk of stroke. Researchers analyzed 20 studies published over the last 2 decades all across the globe. They found increasing the consumption of fruits and veggies could decrease the risk of suffering a stroke by nearly 20%. Here in the U.S., stroke is the number 4 cause of death and a leading cause of disability. And a warning for any man who thinks he's constantly being nagged, it could impact your lifespan. Researchers have found that excessive demands from partners or family can more than double the risk of death in middle age. They say the stress caused by arguments or general worry can lead to heart disease and also lower the immune system, leading to other health problems. And the effects appear to be greater in men because, unlike women, they don't often share their problems with close friends or family. Deer antlers are not just for mounting on the wall anymore. Some say deer antler spray promotes healing and recovery and even increases strength. Everyone from pro football players to golfers reportedly use it. Remember how scared you were the first time you saw the movie The Birds? One man in Southeast Texas might never want to see a bird again after what happened to him. We'll tell you about it when we come back. You're watching Nightcap, a different kind of news. Welcome back, folks. Well, do you think the angry birds on your smartphone are aggressive? Wait till you see the birds that are attacking people outside a business near Houston. Wow.
Yeah,
Heads up.
I know, no kidding. All right, we've got some breaking news from the entertainment world tonight.
Singer Chris Brown is headed to jail. He admitted to violating probation over the assault of Rihanna back in 2009. The judge ordered him to serve a year in jail, but thanks to jail overcrowding, he could be out in a week.
Oh, Breezy, come on.
Yeah, get it together. Actor Hugh Jackman is recovering after undergoing treatment for another skin cancer scare.
Yeah, he posted this picture of himself with a bandage on his nose on Instagram. The caption reads, "Please wear sunscreen." Great advice all the time, especially this weekend. It's going to be hot. Doctors removed cancerous cells on his nose earlier this week. This is the same area he was treated for basal cell carcinoma last November.
And if you start a subscription to Netflix streaming, you're going to pay $1 more. The company sent an email to subscribers saying it's raising its prices to $8.99 a month, but that only applies to new subscribers. For current subscribers, the current $7.99 a month will be locked in for 2 years.
Woohoo!
Netflix says it needed the price increase to add more movies and TV shows. Yes, I'd like to see some more stuff.
Definitely, keep them coming.
The Carrie Diaries is one of 3 shows on the CW that won't be back next season. The network announced this morning that it's canceling the prequel to Sex and the City. The CW also announced it's canceling The Tomorrow People and Star-Crossed, a couple of your favorites.
Yeah, those are good shows, but we've got a lot of other great shows in the works coming down the pipeline.
Yes, indeed. All right, a great night of entertainment starts in 2 minutes on CW 33.
First, it's The Simpsons. Dope. Then it's The Middle and 2.5 Men at 7. Back-to-back episodes of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Then Heart of Dixie at 8. And of course, join us at 9 for Nightcap, followed by the Arsenio Hall Show.
All right, that's it for us. Have a great night. We'll see you back here at 9.
Bye.